Hello there. I'm Dr. Julie Donnelly, helping you become more effective at leading so you build great teams and create work environments where people feel good about coming to work and you are less stressed and overwhelmed. Today's topic is about decreasing overwhelm by addressing things that you are tolerating. So, what are you putting up with? When you put up with stuff that should be addressed, it causes stress. Some examples of this might be the poor behavior of others, not holding people accountable, a lack of teamwork, maybe people are showing up late for work, performing badly, or being disrespectful. There are probably 100 things or more that you are struggling with. And when you put up with these things, it wastes time and it costs you energy. Your productivity decreases, and it doesn't just impact you, but it impacts everyone around you. People are tired and creativity is squashed. We tolerate a lot and it has a huge impact. If you're new to the channel or have not yet done so, then go ahead and subscribe now. So, why do we tolerate stuff that hurts or that just does not add value? Well, we do this for many reasons. For one, you may not know how to address it. Perhaps you're fearful of what would happen if you did address it. You may have gotten so used to it that you don't even realize that you have a responsibility to deal with it. You also may not realize that it's a problem. You're just not paying attention. Perhaps as the leader, you don't realize that you have the power to address it. You may be listening to that voice in your head that says, who am I to speak up? I can't speak up. You also may not want to complain or rock the boat. You may hope that someone else deals with it, but that's not leading, is it? Leaders do something. Being a good leader means that you deal with the issues you are facing, and preferably as soon as possible. Good leaders have high standards and communicates those standards as well. And when someone isn't behaving in a way that meets those standards, you deal with it head on. You just do not tolerate things that are subpar. Now, poor and ineffective leaders don't address what needs to be addressed. This not only causes problems for the leader, but it leads to issues in the department as well. People don't feel that the leader cares or is doing their job. And this causes stress for the employees, can result in poor morale. One of the biggest complaints that I have heard is that the lack of accountability, that people do not hold the staff or people accountable for the work. The thing about tolerations is that unless you take the time to note what is bothering you, you just put up with it and don't pay attention to it and don't really understand the impact, the negative impact that it's having on you and on the rest of the department, and perhaps even the organizational results. Tolerations do give you an energy boost. When you put up with something, it causes friction, and that friction gives us energy. Your adrenaline kicks in. Complaining, thinking about it, talking about it gives you a boost of energy. But that energy comes at a cost. It's stressful and it's draining. It depletes you and you become tired. So when you start to eliminate things that you are tolerating, you feel happier, you're less stressed, you're lighter, you're more fun to be around. You have that extra energy and you develop that edge that gives you presence or gravitas. It may mean when you stop tolerating, it may mean that life becomes a little boring without all of the complaining and the disturbances to pump you up all the time and suck the life out of you. Can you live with that? Are you ready to find a new source of energy? For many people, especially in healthcare, they need that adrenaline rush that comes with the negativity and the stress of complaining. They almost feed on it. I have witnessed this firsthand, so I get it. But here are some questions for you to ponder. Why are you tolerating this? Does it work for me? What would it be like to be rid of this? What do I want instead? Some of the benefits of getting rid of things that bother you and cause you stress: you'll have more time, you'll experience less overwhelm and stress, you will need to get used to being calm and at peace. It's a very different way of being and living. You'll be able to handle issues and tasks more effectively and efficiently because you're not weighted down by all the things that you're tolerating. You'll have more energy to expend on things that matter to you. So, how do you get rid of these things that you've been putting up with? Well, the first step is very easy, very simple, not always easy. First step is make a list of all the things that bother you. What are you putting up with? Consider people, places, things, equipment, tasks. Keep adding to the list anything that zaps your energy or that bothers you. And then, second, just start addressing each item on the list. Take it one step at a time. Look for items that, if solved or managed, might eliminate several other problems on the list as well. It's as I said, it's very simple, but this is not easy. It's going to take time and consistent and constant attention to become someone who does not tolerate all the crap in life. You choose to put up with stuff, and I know that's hard to understand, but we do choose it. And now that you know about this process, now that you understand that you're putting up with a lot, you can choose to handle each thing and find a more peaceful and relaxing approach to work. And as I mentioned, it will be different. It will be something that you'll need to get used to. So, to summarize, we tolerate a lot, and it's time to shine a spotlight on those things that bother you and drain you and get rid of them. When you put up with something rather than address it head on, it initially gives you energy and pumps you up, but you get depleted and tired from expending energy in this way. And we talked about eliminating the things that you tolerate. So when you do that, when you eliminate things, you start to create space for better ways of living and working. You're happier, more relaxed, and have more time to do the things that really matter. You will also find that your team more um, is happier as well, and they're more productive and engaged. So, actions for you this week: make a list of the things that you tolerate at work. Consider people, things, tasks, and even how people communicate and how they get along. Just everything. What do you complain about? What are the things that you wish were different? And then handle each item on your list. Make the request, take the action, whatever it needs to be done. Don't just get rid of it. Get to the source of the problem and eliminate that so it doesn't come back. Handle it in a way so that it doesn't repeat itself. Protect the space that you're creating. In other words, once you eliminate things, you don't want to keep adding things that you're tolerating to your world. And you can do this with your home life, with your finances, in your home, all the other, with your relationships, all the other areas of your life. Today we're focusing on leadership. So that's why we want to focus you on work. This will take time, so be patient with yourself. You have learned to live with this for so long, and change does require a new mindset. Notice how it feels to start clearing these things away. And if you need support with this, which often people do, then reach out to me. Visit me on my website at drjuliedonnelly.com. I highly recommend that you keep a journal. You can put all of your tolerations, things that you're putting up with on in right in your journal, and then you can reflect upon what is you're experiencing as you eliminate those things. Hey, let me know how you're doing. Place comments or questions below so I know how I can assist you, and I'll address any questions that you have in a future video. And as I said, you can visit me online at my website as well, drjuliedonnelly.com. Like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the future videos. Make it a great day, and I'll see you next time.